This is the Stockwell Eldridge Show, giving you the real-time information you need to make educated decisions about buying and selling in the world-renowned Twin Cities. Now your hosts and real estate experts, Jason Stockwell and Don Eldridge.
Good morning, Minneapolis, St. Paul. This is the Stockwell Eldridge Show every Sunday, 10 a.m. here on AM 1280 The Patriot. I'm Jason Stockwell with RE/MAX Results.
And I'm Don Eldridge with RE/MAX Results. Thanks for tuning in. We got a great show today. I'm super excited. And we're all three in the house, too.
Yay!
Yes, everybody's here.
It's the trio, the friendship. Good morning. I'm Stephanie Havel with Wells Fargo Home Mortgage, and it's great to be here.
Thanks for being here.
Thank you.
Today, we're going to talk about a lot of things. This is going to be similar, hopefully, for an educational show. We've had some of those in the past for you, and helpful for you if you're in business. So if you do anything in business. Carol Kimmerer is here, and she is an author, and she also does a bunch of other stuff that we want to get into and learn more about. We met Carol at a chamber event and at a networking event over the past few years when we've been in the chamber, and always been intrigued by her when we get up to do your introduction on what it is exactly. And we all, maybe most of us, have LinkedIn accounts, or we have some sort of social media accounts, and she is the author of the book called LinkedIn for the Savvy Executive: Promote Your Brand with Authenticity, Tact, and Power. So we're excited to chat with her today and learn about her and her business, and also get some tips.
I'm
to help
excited
out
to
your
read this
LinkedIn.
book. And actually, it's interesting. We connected last night on LinkedIn.
Yes.
Thank you for doing that.
Absolutely.
And it was interesting. People actually commented, which I've never had on LinkedIn, because you did the whole promotion for
Sure.
today, and then
Sure.
people were commenting about the book. And I was like, okay, I got to go buy that book, and then you brought it. So that's so cool. I love it.
Awesome.
If you're watching us on YouTube, you can, or go to YouTube and watch. You can see the book right here. We'll have it on our Facebook page as well, so you can see it there and order it or get it from Carol. So first off, real estate. What's happening in the market? Everybody, what's going on in the marketplace? We've seen some activity. We've seen lack of activity. It's hit or miss. What's going on?
I'm hearing from agents that it's slowing down, but we're seeing. We're seeing it a little bit. I think. I don't know. Actually, I don't even have an answer for you, really, because I feel like we've got a lot of pre-approvals. We still have customers. Rates and programs are fantastic. But they're not finding the houses, but yet I'm hearing that inventory is up. I know, Don, when we talked last time, I was like, wow, we're finally. So I guess is it seasonality? We're still just coming off the parade of homes, so that's always kind of a good time. But what are you guys seeing?
Well, according to the National Association of Home Builders, there is a rising demand.
Association of Realtors, right? Or
no, Home Builders.
Oh, okay.
Yep. There's a rising demand in the new home market, spurred on by ongoing job and economic growth. So, and also attractive mortgage rates too. Inventory still is down 16.5%. We're really stuck at 12,000.
Still that number, okay.
740 from this time last year, and we've kind of been hanging there. And then pending sales decreased 7.1%.
That's the kicker. That's the bad news.
Yep.
So there's less offers being accepted.
And new listings decreased 5.1% too.
What are you guys seeing in terms of values of properties? We seem like, we had a good wave for a while, and now all of a sudden we're seeing, kind of a rash of lower appraisals, and sometimes not necessarily even on purchase, but, even with refinance. And sometimes that's a little bit, consumers will feel that, I've put $10,000 of sweat equity into this house. I scrubbed the walls. I painted them myself. Well, that doesn't always equate to,
I think what's
10,000
happening,
value.
part of it is the sellers are really getting, I don't want to say greedy, but they're really pushing their prices up higher to start out with, because the market has been so strong, and they've been told it's been so strong, and they've been told there's lack of homes, so they can put it up, and they think they can put it up at the highest price, which is sometimes too high even for the marketplace we're in right now. And I would beat a drum all day long if I could do this, Carol. Listen to your agent. Listen to your agent. Listen to your agent. Your agent is there to help you, not to hurt you, and the agent isn't going for the quick sale. The agent is trying to get your home sold. Now, if it happens quickly, that's a good thing for you, the seller, believe it or not. You know what I mean? Your agent's truly trying to help you sell the house. I've had a couple of situations this last summer where just battling. It's a battle, and it's like, I'm here to help you. Here's my experience tells me. Here's what's going on. Listen to me. Try to listen to me. But then they don't, and then it falls apart, and now we're off the market, and next year, and
right.
the whole works. So,
the internet isn't always right, and neither is your coworkers, uncles, friends, neighbor,
and neither is Zillow. Zillow's not always right either.
And I think that's what we talk about is there's obviously, and maybe even Carol, probably comments about, with social media, obviously, and LinkedIn there is a lot of good resources on the internet, and trust me, we battle it too at Wells Fargo. We get customers all the time saying, well, I saw this rate. Well, my neighbor has this rate. Okay, well, there's so many variables. It's good to be informed, so way to go to be checking out your resources. Yeah. But that's why you have to go to get an education to be a real estate agent. That's why we have to take courses to originate loans. You have to be licensed and a professional and know what you're doing. So
I don't know. I've met a few agents lately that I was kind of like, did you really go to school?
Well, we could probably say that in every profession, right?
But yes, that's true.
And there's another
experience matters, right?
Yes, experience matters big time. And here's the other thing. I've seen a lot of this out there today in the marketplace, and I want to just make sure that everybody thinks about it a little bit before, okay? So there's a lot of new agents entering the real estate marketplace, right? So you want to definitely ask your agent when you're interviewing agents, how long have you been licensed? Or how long have you been selling? How long have you been licensed? Maybe press that a little bit further.
And are you full-time?
And if you're full-time or not. Because what's happening a lot is you get licensees that are 6 months out of school or less than a year or a year out of school. And then you're saying, okay, I have agents out there that have been licensed for 10, 12, 15, 20, 30 years. But, what the heck? Let's put my house on the market with this guy who just got licensed 6 months ago. What's the worst that could happen?
All their commissions.
Yeah.
So just think about that a little bit, because experience is so key in that, especially in the listings. If you're a buyer and you're hungry as a buyer and you're trying to get something and the agent is available for you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, maybe that's a better way for newer agents to start out. But on the listings, I'm seeing a lot of listings where I'll pull up the agent and I'm like, well, they just got licensed 6 months ago and they're already getting these listings. We're talking $500,000 listings, $400,000 listings.
Do you know what I'm seeing too? So 2 transactions.
Which maybe it's me being jealous. I don't know, but I'm just saying, hey, maybe go with someone who has a little bit more experience in it, and you hopefully won't have any issues with this person, but experience.
Well, and I think it's
key,
comparison shop.
Right. But have you had any transactions with property management companies that are listing the property? I've had that twice now this year. And they're not even in the state. I'm like, what is going on?
Maybe if it was like they moved out, they hired a property management to rent it out.
Yep.
Well, and I think it just goes to, we encourage this with every client. We even say this to you, Dawn and Jason. You have clients that maybe come to you and say, well, I'm already pre-approved through, XYZ lender. Well, really, are you making sure, are you getting the best option? You negotiate on houses, you negotiate on the price, are you negotiating on your loan options as well? And so I think that's even when you're selecting a realtor to list your home. Have you talked to more than one realtor? Okay, they might say, yeah, great, low commissions, they work for my favorite company and I'm good. You really should be talking to, and I'm sure you guys would welcome that, right? I mean, I tell my, I'm happy, go ahead, shop us all day long, because I'm confident in the products and the programs that we have to offer. And truly, if the customer could get a better deal, then we've done our job. So I think it just goes to that, Jason, like when people, they might think, oh, I'm going to get low commissions, that's the best deal, and they're going to sell my house for this amount, and that's all that matters. Well, really, it's so important to get a second opinion.
Right. And here's the other thing, speaking to experience, is an experienced agent, especially during inspection, when things come up, we can help negotiate things. Diane and I just had an issue where the buyers actually signed a cancellation of purchase agreement, and they didn't even ask for anything. And so we talked to the agent, we worked things out, and the property is now back on track to close. But a lot of newer agents may not know, or part-time agents, they may not know to ask the right questions, and that's key in this market. You have got to ask questions and be persistent.
So how many of you out there have a Facebook page? How many of you, you can raise your hand, you can just nod or whatever.
Me.
I'm talking to everybody listening too, hopefully. But if you have a
Can we see
Facebook
them
page.
raise their hands? I'm just teasing.
Yeah. Okay, everybody in your living rooms, at your kitchen. If you're
On
driving in your
YouTube.
car, don't raise your hand.
On YouTube, you can. On YouTube. So, Facebook, how many have LinkedIn? And what are the other ones?
Twitter.
Those other ones, yes. Instagram and all those.
Tinder.
Tinder. So,
Match.com. I just had to throw those in there.
so we're going to be learning about those because here's what I've experienced firsthand is, and I talked about this before on previous shows about Facebook and how there's a lot of heat in Facebook. There's a lot of action in Facebook. People get crazy, and I use that word sincerely, crazy, in my opinion, on Facebook with some of the comments that they make or some of the fighting that they do. And I want to get to Carol here in the next segment and talk about the differences between LinkedIn, Facebook, because I do not utilize LinkedIn at all, other than every week I go in and then I hit yes to the connections that are requested, and then that's it.
Oh, okay.
So I need to learn more
Yes.
from Carol.
Yeah.
So
I'm guilty of the same, Jason.
Oh, I was going to say, I love LinkedIn. So, I'm excited to. Hey, before we close out on this segment, I was going to just make a mention when we're talking about financing is we've had a lot of veterans on the show, and, I have a passion for that. And Veterans Day is November 11th. So Wells Fargo is rolling out a program for VA financing. You can get a $500 closing cost credit if you are a veteran and you use VA financing. So that's something, again, Wells Fargo trying to give back to the community, especially our veterans and everything that kind of are going through right now. So if you are, and a lot of people have questions, there's a lot of myths about VA financing. And so please call me 612-940-7335, StephanieHavel.com, or go into Wells Fargo. It's already started. It goes through November 30th. VA financing, a $500 closing cost credit. There's no gimmicks. We don't charge you an extra fee and then give you back the $500 or anything like that. It's clearly there. We've got marketing material and information available. So
awesome.
What
get
a
ready
nice
to prepare.
way
Yeah. So
to
start
thank our
thinking about it. I'm
veterans.
sure we can
That's
have more
really
veterans on the
amazing.
show. But yeah, November 11th is Veterans Day. So thanks. I'm Stephanie with Wells Fargo Home Mortgage.
Don Eldridge, Remax Results.
Jason Stockwell, Remax Results. We'll be back with more. Carol Kemmerer. I love that. Kemmerer. She'll be back with more talking about LinkedIn, and then hopefully we can learn more about that and the difference of Facebook. And
Stay
maybe
tuned.
stay away from Facebook. No, I'm just kidding.